Mush it.
Hey Jammers, Jones here, back with another video. So before this video starts, I want you all to know that no, this is not really like an official video or anything, but this is more of filler for my channel because right now I am currently working on something really big. I got a lot of positive feedback on my last video, so that made me really want to do more. So just know that there is a bigger project in the works and that this is not really something that you should expect on a big basis. But for filler here, I've decided to make a quick video about DENS, my favorite DENS, and how I decorate them. So without further ado, here are my top 5 favorite DENS. Den number 1. The Cosmo Den. I don't know what it is about this den, but I can't get enough of it. On the adventure, it looks a lot smaller, but the way it's decorated, it's just so natural and beautiful. Like, I love it so much. What I do with my den when I decorate this sort of thing is I decorate it in a sort of Temple of Zeus mystic knowledge fashion. I use a lot of bookcases and dark leafy plants to give it more of a dark mystical look instead of some fantasy fairy look, because I want it to kind of relate more to the feel of Greeley as an alpha than the feel of Cosmo as an alpha. The music that I like to use in the Cosmo Den is the Chamber of Knowledge music because it's slightly unsettling, but it also just feels like something ancient. I think it's really cool, and I cannot get enough of this den. It's my favorite den. Number 2, the Small House Den. I know this is the non-member den and anyone can buy one and they're not that special, but I really like this den because it has like a lot of space for such a small area. And what this small space actually allows me to do is use a lot of bigger items. What I love about the Small House Den is that I am able to like change how it's laid out using different items. Like here I made a main courtyard and then I made a back forest area and then I have like 2 rooms inside the house. I got to completely reshape the house as a whole. It's really fun to do and I love it so much. So the music I tend to use for this den is a little bit more lighthearted. I use the pet party music a lot in this den. I think it just goes much better with the den than any other type of music. Number 3 is the Castle Den. I love to decorate this Castle Den as like a rustic, Celtic, ancient Ireland decoration. I use a lot of stone, a lot of green hanging things, and I use a lot of stuff from the Lucky Clover adventure, I'm not gonna lie. Like lots of fireplaces, lots of sconces, and for the walls I use red bricks. The outside has a courtyard of an old garden, and I just really like it to look like a little bit older, a little bit more from the Kingdom era. The music I use in this den is usually the Lucky Clover's music, because I just think it goes really well with the overall theme that I try to make inside the Castle Den. Number 4 is the Fantasy Castle. I tend to decorate this den as a little bit pink and flowery. It's like a castle from a fairy tale, like a place that a princess would live. When I try to decorate this den, I try to think of bright blooming flowers and little magical trinkets left around, you know, unicorns, all that sort of stuff. So it's kind of more of a lighthearted and rainbowy den than any of like my darker, more secretive dens. The music I'll use on this one is Mystical Warning because it is a very fancy, very creative music and it's very lighthearted. And finally, number 5, the Crystal Palace Den. I tend to decorate this den as very mystic and very expensive looking. I use a lot of the stone columns, a lot of gem encrusted things, and a lot of gold. For this den, I do use the music called Hoppin' Around, which isn't available anymore, but any other music I personally feel makes the den feel a little bit too official and a little bit too pompous. Aesthetically, the whole idea of the Crystal Palace is super nice, like it's made of crystal, but the space I feel like can't be used very effectively because it's just got a lot of long hallways and squares, and I can't really work with that as well as I can with the big open space of the tiny house. And even the outside in the garden area, I can't really shape and make little structures and little places as well as I can in other houses. So that disappoints me, but overall, this den does make it onto my top 5 list. So those are my top 5 favorite dens if you ever wanted to know and you ever wanted to know how I decorate them with my schemes. But this is just a filler video and I hope to have a video out by Monday or Tuesday. So that should be really fun and I'm really excited to keep working on this. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and comment if you liked my ideas or if you got any new ideas from them. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to give that subscribe button a thorough smack. Stay safe, Animal Jammers, and as always, jam on. Jones out.
Mush it.